Hey guys, it's Monica, and I wanted to make a video talking about the 5 ways we get paid in doTERRA so that you can understand what we're doing in a simple way, make the most out of it, and get started in a way that, is really exciting and moves your business forward. And at the end, I'm going to share my take on everything. So this is going to be like technical info and then my advice on how to do this really smart. This is doTERRA's compensation plan. So starting on the left, we have retail profit. And so as a wellness advocate, you receive 25% off the retail price of doTERRA products. So you can sell these items at retail price and then pocket the difference. This is fine for people or retail locations who want to sell a few items here and there, but it's not the best way to have long-lasting income. So the better way is to help people purchase their oils by setting up their own account. So doTERRA makes it really simple to meet the needs of every customer. You can explain to potential customers that they have the option of opening a wholesale account similar to Costco and receiving 25% off. Usually when you add up the cost of all the retail items they want, it's cheaper to get the account. The next is fast start bonus. So this is a really great one for new people to start making money quickly. This one is for every person that enrolls with a wholesale membership or wellness advocate account through you. You receive 20% from their orders for the first 60 days. You must have a 100 PV order in your loyalty rewards template at all times to qualify for this. And so PV, if you haven't seen this before, PV is 1 point value per dollar spent on oils. So we get a little bit less PV on accessories and other things, just because doTERRA is passing those items along. They're not the factory of diffusers, for example. So we make the most money on oils, and that is how your commissions are calculated. So we don't get paid obviously on sales tax and shipping and stuff like that. This bonus goes 3 levels deep. So level 1 earns 20% on personal enrollment. So that's going to be you. Level 2 is your personally enrolled wellness advocates. That will earn you 10% on their enrollments and them 20%. And then on level 3, the person that your wellness advocate enrolls will earn you 5%, that person 10%, and then the person doing the enrolling gets 20%. So this is really great. This doesn't time out. So in 10 years from now, if someone you enrolls somebody, you get that 10%, which is awesome because you're making 50% of what the person doing the work is making. So it's pretty great. And this gets paid weekly. So that's why it's fast start. So anyone just starting out can start to make back the cost of their initial oil set really quickly. And then next we have Power of 3 bonus. So this is an additional reward for helping each of your leaders grow in monthly team volume to 600 PV between their personal monthly rewards order and at least 3 of their top line leaders. So on your first level, when you have you and your 3 top line people each doing over 100, you will earn a $50 bonus. And sometimes people like to simplify this by requiring that those frontline people each do 150 PV. And then if you do 150 PV, it only takes the 4 of you. But for me, I have a little bit of redundancy in mine. It's just worked out that I have some extra people up there. So I'm starting to require that of people. But, starting out, I was kind of laid back about the whole thing. But if you can really get this perfected, you're going to really increase your income, because when you teach each of those front 3 people to do the same thing, getting their own 50, you get a 250 bonus, and this is paid every month. And then if you can duplicate that one more level, teaching your front 3 people to get their 250 bonus, you get 1,500. And so a lot of times when you get that $1,500 bonus, you are doubling your income with that. So it's something we really like to keep an eye on. So this one's paid monthly. And a lot of times at the end of the month, I will, pull up my stuff and make sure there's no gaps in it, because you definitely don't want to have one missing order costing you $250 or $1,500. So we all like to work together on that, because that's an important one. And it causes a lot of cooperation too. So then let me show you guys Unilevel. So this is the one where people's eyes kind of bug out, but if you take a minute to look at it with me, it's pretty great. This is what convinced me to jump into the business when I saw this. Unilevel commission is the fourth way to earn money from doTERRA and will eventually make up the bulk of your paycheck. As you advance in your business, your customer base will grow as your leaders and their customers and leaders. And you get paid on all the referrals and sales. I saw a different kind of compensation plan, a binary plan, and you only get paid on your weaker of two legs. So it seems like you'd always be playing catch up. So for us, we get paid on everyone in our organization. There's no games about not getting paid on this leg or that leg. It all counts for us. So that's a really great part of it. And that's why we get really good residual income. You can see from this graphic that you get paid a smaller amount on your smaller levels and a larger amount on your larger levels, right? Because you're going to have more people the farther down you go. So your seventh level is going to be your biggest. It could have hundreds of people. Let's see, a lot of other companies switch this around. So that means that you get paid the most on your own front line, your own personal enrollments. And so doTERRA's model, this is what I really noticed. It creates a lot of incentives for cooperation. So for me, I realized that I had 6 people above me who wanted to put people under me because they got paid better when they did that, right? So I'm getting paid on people who are placed. You guys are all getting paid on people that are getting placed below you because that increases everybody's percentage. And so other companies have the flip of this. So I would get paid more to just keep my people under myself only. And that leaves everybody else kind of on their own. This was really like an eye-opener for me when I realized how that would work in practice. And then we have the empowerment bonus and leadership pools. So when you look at this, when you get to certain ranks, premier and above, and you have your monthly 100 PV order in place, it's the same for, you know, diamonds, and everyone has to have that same basic requirement. So if we look at Premier, you have 5,000 OV, you have 2 qualified legs that are executive, and I'll show you guys a diagram of this. But when you reach that, you get an empowerment pool. So you're getting 1% of company profits paid as a share. So the way that works is, okay, the shares monthly bonus is equal to the designated pool's percentage, so in this case 1%, multiplied by the entire company's volume for the same month, then divided by the number of wellness advocates who qualified to receive a portion of the bonus money. So right now the bonus is around $150 to $200 a month. This is paid monthly. So I'm always going to be by your side to point out things like that and coach you guys on doing really well. And then when you go up in rank, so silver receives 1 share in the leadership performance pool, and golds receive 5 shares, platinums receive 10 shares. Those don't accumulate from rank to rank. So if you hit gold, you don't also get the silver and premier, and then that's just on top of everything else you're getting, the Unilevel, fast start, everything. That bonus is paid monthly. So I wanted to do a quick comparison of doTERRA compared to other companies. So when you look at their top paid out ranks, and these are the actual averages from their disclosure statement, we get paid more at all 6 of the top ranks. So looking at this, 1 would be presidential diamond, 2 would be blue diamond, 3 would be diamond, 4 platinum, 5 gold, and 6 is silver. So we get paid more at all these levels. And, you know, some of these are a little shocking too. I was amazed to look at Rodan and Fields, you know, 10 times of a jump to get to that top rank. You know, they make it hard to get up there. But for us, you know, this is much more equitable, spread down to the lower levels. And then, let's see. So I wanted to give a little diagram of what these ranks really mean. So the first one is manager. You've got 500 OV, so overall volume is 500 points, right? So not counting tax, not counting shipping, not counting, you know, toothpaste samples, those are 0 PV, you know, actual oil sales. And so the average monthly earning is $50. So this is pretty great for someone who's sharing oils. They have a class or 2, and then now they're getting their oils basically for $50 off, right? So if you went to Target and spent, you know, it would probably be $125, right? For your 100 PV order, so you're qualified. and then tax and shipping. So let's say 125. What if Target mailed you a check for 50 bucks after that? You would be real excited. You'd do that all the time. You'd be thinking of all the things you could get at Target so you could amount to that bonus, right? So doTERRA does that. So I like to encourage people to switch their toothpaste, their shampoo, all their things need to be doTERRA, because why would we buy those at Target when we can get them from ourselves and then make a $50 bonus? So then when we look at Director, same thing, 1,000 overall volume, and then your average monthly earnings is $75. Pretty cool. Executive, 2,000 OV, Elite, 3,000 OV. And so I like to tell people, just worry about your next rank. It could seem like a lot when you're thinking, I want to go diamond. I need to make, I need to replace what I'm making or whatever situation. Don't stress about getting to diamond. Baby steps, one rank at a time. And a lot of people can do elite in just a few months. So I'll work with you closely, depending on your goals. But to get that $300 a month is big for a lot of families. That's a car payment. And I saw somewhere a stat that over half of Americans could not get their hands on $500 in an emergency without going into debt or borrowing or something. So then I like to coach people to get to elite. There's no structure required. You just need 3,000 OV anywhere in your organization. And really, I mean, if somebody wanted 3,000 points worth of oils in one order, that's all it would take. So there's no other requirements. But when you get to Premier, you need these two legs, right? That's what you're the big circle, and each of your front line two legs is two people, and they each need to have 2,000 of volume. So this is where you start needing to have some structure and people who are working with you in the business. So if you went to elite with people just all on your front line, no structure, then going to Premier would be a big painful jump, because you would have to start over, basically getting people under those two legs. But if you have Premier in mind from the beginning, then you will slide effortlessly up through the ranks because you'll already be structured. So for me, I like to really use something that we call ghost legs. So a ghost leg is a person who is a close friend or family member that you really trust. Like they would give you their password to their account. They're just kind of like, hey, I want to support you. I like oils, but I don't know if I can do the business. They don't have to be super committed, but they do have to be super trustworthy. So for me, my mom has been my best leg, because I can call her up and say, hey, would it be okay if you ordered 20 more points or whatever? And she would say, yeah, of course. And now she gets a great check. She's getting paid well just to be a customer and order. And she refers people to me, and she loves the oils. She came to convention with me, but she's definitely not the one being the face of anything. She's not wanting to teach classes or be outspoken, but she gives away oils to all her friends. So if you have someone like that in your life that you can partner with, who is just happy to be on the ride and work with you, that would be awesome, because then you can start stacking people under them. So that way they are your elite with the 2,000 volume, you're the Premier, and then finding one other person like that. Maybe it's a friend who does want to do the business. That's how I started. I had my mom and then one friend. And so we started all working together to get those enrollments under them, to get them up to executive, to get me up to Premier, and it just works together really nicely. And so along with that, you want to have an agreement with these people that if they ever decide they don't want to get their paycheck, they don't want to keep ordering, that they allow you to switch them out. Because in this position, you really, you need them to also be ordering in order to get paid. So that's why I always coach people like, okay, let's have your first class. Let's start looking at, a friend or a family member who can be this leg and work along with you. And then from there, it's super easy to go up to silver. You're just adding one more leg. You bump them each up to 3,000. And these kinds of jumps happen really easily around November, December time. People are spending a lot for Christmas. They're having, immune issues. They'll start looking more to the oils. And so people just spend a lot for Christmas. They're getting gifts. Oils make an outstanding gift. So I like to really promote that. So only worry about your next rank. Don't be thinking I got to be silver by tomorrow. And if you have the time to put into this, the income is really great. Okay, so when we're also talking about ghost legs, you know, it is normal to not have found your rock star business builders until later on. You know, it could be even premier, silver, even gold. One mentor I really admire says they had no actual builders until they were gold. So don't get stressed about that. Just keep collecting the oils, doing your monthly order, talking to people about oils, getting the skills. You know, some people jump in and they're like, oh, okay, I'll do this for 2 months and see what happens. No, you're going to want to learn about the different oils, start observing what other people are doing in the business, observing their mindset, because that's going to be a big issue is your mindset, right? If you give up the first time someone says no, then you're just not going to go very far. So I've heard no a lot at this point. It does not faze me because honestly, I say the same things to everybody. I invite them if they want to learn more about the oils for a certain condition. I invite them to learn more. I invite them to join my group or come to a class. I'm always just inviting in this kind of open language where it's not, there's no pressure. It's not like I'm, you know, drooling on them to make a dollar. I just keep inviting. And if they become, you know, distant or rude, or they come back with some, you know, some kind of thing that tells me they have baggage surrounding natural health or, you know, direct sales or anything, that is their problem. Okay. I just keep inviting and I'm looking for the right people who want this kind of awesome product. So don't get bogged down by that. I will help you deal with these people. It's not super common, but you know, some people will have certain objections. They'll say, are the oils really like marked up a lot because they have to pay you? And the truth is that all companies spend between 30 and 50% of their revenue on marketing. So that could be billboards, it could be commercials on TV. I've heard, you know, all kinds of different things. People ask if it's a pyramid scheme. In a pyramid scheme, people are paying money. It's like a chain letter. You know, you pay money up to somebody else hoping that you later get paid. And this is not that at all, because we're buying products, and they're products that 85% of the company buys without being a business person. So we're not selling an opportunity, and we don't get paid for recruiting people. And so you can always rest assured that even if the opportunity went away, everybody would keep buying their oils. You know, I think if I woke up tomorrow and there were no more oils, I would be really upset. So that's how good the oils are. That's how much they open people's eyes, change their lifestyle, improve things for people. So you don't have to worry about doTERRA going away anytime soon. All right, I hope that was helpful explaining the compensation and why you really want to be a part of this. And I will help you. I won't let any mistakes happen under my watch. I'm keeping an eye on things, but it's good for you guys to understand this. And you know, if this is your first step in the business and you haven't upgraded your account yet, I invite you to do that. So you can jump on, sign into your back office, and in the top right corner, there's going to be a button that says upgrade to Wellness Advocate. If you haven't done that yet, do that, and that will email your enroller that you've upgraded, and they will definitely notice and reach out to you because we want to just offer any support. You know, nobody in my team takes over and makes you do anything, but we just offer as much support as you're wanting and any kind of resources. We can point you in that direction. But at the end of the day, this is your business too. So you can do it any way that you want. But keeping in mind the different ways that we get paid, you can be creative. There's a lot of ways to do it, and we can point you in that direction. For our last slide, I want to show you all doTERRA's compensation plan as a visual. So you can see the increase in the slope here as it goes over time, and then check out the numbers at the very bottom, the average months to achieve. So these are doTERRA's official published compensation numbers. So there's strict reporting laws about this. This cannot be just pulled out of thin air. These are actual averages. So when we look at Elite, there's that $300 a month. So that's maybe a car payment or sending a little one to preschool. And then going up to Silver in 18 months. So that $2,200, that is some significant income there. That's a mortgage. Or putting away some good college money for the little guys or something that you're dreaming of. And then when we go up, so if you can do elite, you can do silver. You're just guiding 3 people to be elite like you. And then going up, if you can do silver, you can do all the rest. So gold, we're looking at 4,900 a month. So that could be your entire family income right there. You could retire your husband. You could really upgrade your lifestyle in some way that's exciting. And then going to platinum and diamond. And these are monthly incomes. So, it'll fluctuate a tiny bit, but this is very solid residual income. And so just start to think about what you could do with that diamond income, blue diamond, presidential diamond. For me, it's very exciting to think about getting a very nice RV and driving around the country, staying places wherever I want with a little fluffy white dog on my lap, and just being a traveler and doing things I've always wanted to do, go up to Alaska in the summertime, go down to Mexico in the wintertime, and not be tied down to any location, not be stressing paycheck to paycheck. Having $17,000 a month coming in is just a whole new life. So I invite you to look at this and the time it takes to achieve and know that this is all very doable for someone who is in it for the long run, investing back in their training, investing back in their skills, and someone who is coachable. We all want to see you succeed, and we know that you can do it. And the way that everything works together, we all are intertwined. So this is a wonderful journey to be on.